where people are saying, well, no, this is actually talking about Nika and it's not about Christianity. Like, how dare you Christians come in here and claim one piece for yourselves or whatever. And it's like, yes. All right, so there's a lot of confusion going on after we saw the background around Kuma's story. I think that some of the details that were revealed, where his father is like some sort of pastor or bishop in a church, and his family is actually running this church. It seems like this is a nod to Christianity to an extent, and I think that most Christians would just look at this and like, oh, okay, like this is what's happening here. However, you think about it just a little bit more, and the god that they're referring to here is Nika, right? Which is Luffy's fifth form. So there seems to be, and I'm not certain yet if it's just his lineage, right? Or if it's also the fact that they worship this god that gets his family imprisoned. It could be both, right? It could be some type of Hebrew or Jewish nod where they've been persecuted throughout history for that same very reason. They are God's chosen people. So I've seen a lot of things online where people are saying, well, no, this is actually talking about Nika and it's not about Christianity. Like, how dare you Christians come in here and claim one piece for yourselves or whatever. And it's like, yes, but, right, there are a lot of similarities, right? And here's the thing. People say, well, you can't just say like this is about Christ because there are so many other gods. But here's the thing. There are very particular aspects of Jesus that stand on their own, as opposed to like a Greek god or any other god where they are distant in their own world, right? You have Jesus who comes to earth, who suffers, who liberates his people, who takes sin in the world. All these different aspects of the Christian faith of Jesus himself that are portrayed in a lot of Messiah-like characters, right? I do think that Kuma's story is taking some of its cues from Christianity, even though, obviously, Jesus doesn't exist in the world of One Piece. Could Nika, though, be a allegory of some sort, a reference to Jesus? I don't see why not, right? I don't think that any Eastern religion or God are similarly portrayed like they do here. I think that a lot of these things that are shown in here in regards to Nika, in regards to having this like temple worship, pastor looking dude, the praying and the way that it's done, I think that that's very Christian like, and I don't think that you can deny that. I'd be curious to hear what you guys think in the comments. I do very much feel like if you were to look at the background of how they portray his parents, I think that the first thing that you would think of is Christianity. I don't know. Correct me if I am wrong or what your thoughts are in the comments. At the same time, this background story for Kuma is very, very sad to see. Honestly, it looks like this guy has just been gone through tragedy after tragedy after tragedy, right? It doesn't seem like he's had too much breaks in life, and it's kind of sad to see because right now, like, is Kuma, like, it doesn't feel like he's even alive anymore. I don't think he is, although they are kind of showing that there could be some traces of him still left. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are on this in the comments below. But I really do think that most of the inspiration for Nika, specifically this background story in relations to Kuma and his family are very Christian-like. All right, well, let me know what you think in the comments. Please make sure to share, like, and subscribe. And as always, just want to remind you that we must persevere. Peace.